Alright, here in lesson 7 I wanted to go over adding pictures to our documents and also adding hyperlinks to our pictures. So we're going to kind of use the lesson that we had last time and just add something to it. A lot of you guys have probably been waiting to do something cooler than text formatting. We're slowly moving into the cool stuff, guys. So today we're going to go over some image stuff. So, up until this point, we're going to open up here. We've done nothing but text things. So now what I want to do, I'm going to use our shortcut again. Open this up in context. File. Save this as lesson 7. And then we'll do a title here, because we haven't done a title in the last couple. We'll just call it lesson 7, just to get you guys practicing. Okay, so for us to have an image, we need to put it in the body tags, and we need to know the exact location of the image. The first thing I want to do is I want to go out on the web, and I want to download a picture, put it on our computer, and then link it. So open up IE. I'm going to stop it right there. Google.com. Let's go to images, and let's look up fire. Nice big image. Right click, and I'm going to save the picture, and I want to save it in our My Webs. Make it lowercase. Fire 1. Save it. Let me go back. Let's find something else that's cool. Look at all this fire stuff. Wow. Take a look at this. Fire is beautiful. Look at that. Right click. I want to save this picture, and I want to call this Fire 2. Go back. And let's see, are there any smaller pictures here? I don't really see any. They're all so huge. This is kind of a small image. Right click. Save as Fire 3. Alright, we got enough images to practice with here. I'm going to close this. Open up context. Alright, so it's important that we know that these images are in the same directory. And as a matter of fact, we'll practice. I'm going to create a directory, and I'm going to call it images. And I'm going to put Fire 2 and Fire 3 in that directory. And let me arrange my icons so we can get some practice in. Let's get this Fire 1. Let's double click on it, make sure it works pretty. There's Fire 1. Let's get this image into our HTML document. What we want to do is inside the body tags, we're going to do an image search. Open the tag, create an image tag, IMG. Okay? And then we need to do a space, and we have to search for it. SRC. So this is basically saying go find this image. And since it's in the same directory, in the quotations, all we have to do is type fire was 1.jpg. And the quote, and the tag. Save it. Open up lesson 7. Okay, it's Fire 1. What did I do wrong here? I'm sorry. This is SRC. I apologize. It's image search, and search is SRC. So that was my little goof. Sorry. Refresh. There's our picture. However, let's say we don't want it to be that big. I want it to be a smaller version of that, and I don't really know how to do any image editing. So in order to do that, what we can do is after we declare the image, we can actually change the height and the width. So I could do width width equals, and then inside quotes I'll have the width, and then I'll have HIGHT equals, inside quotes I'll have the height. So let's make it 100 by 200. Just numbers that I'm coming up with off the top of my head. Save it. Refresh it. It actually scaled the image for me. So that's pretty cool. So you can do whatever you want with it. You can have it big, you can have it small. So that's pretty neat. So now that we have that image, let's practice by grabbing an image from the other side, from that directory. So what we're going to have to do is let's create a line break so that they are on different lines, and then we'll do another image search. src equals, in quotes, images slash fire2.jpg, end quote. Let's make sure that works. Save it and refresh it. There's fire2. So in the event you have it in a different directory, all you have to do is type the directory and then a slash and then the file name. As you can see, inside this local directory there's a directory called images, which I said images exists. So what the browser does is it opens this and then it looks for fire2.jpg and then it adds it to our document. So it's pretty neat. Let's minimize this, and why don't we do the width and the height. We're going to change it a little bit. Copy, paste, and we'll make this 200 by 100. 200 by 100. Save it and refresh it. So we got that picture, we got that picture, and I think we have a fire 3. Let's go ahead and throw it in there. Copy, br, paste, save, and refresh. There's our fire 3. So we got all 3 of the fire images. So what I want to do is I want to actually, let's do one more thing before we start putting hyperlinks to these. Let's learn how to link a file from the web. So I'm going to erase everything except for the first one. Now let's say excuse me, in the event you don't want to actually download the picture, you don't have any, you want to save space on your web server or whatever, or on your hard drive, and you just want to link it to a picture on the web. Not a problem whatsoever. Let's go to File. Let's open up a web browser, and I'm going to do a new window. Take us out to Google, which has been a good resource for us. Images, Fire. Now that Fire is loading up, we got this cool little lava picture. We want to link this, okay? And we did the same thing before with the hyperlink. Right click, properties. Let's copy this link. Right click, copy, and we'll get out of here, get back into context. And in here, inside the quotations, all I have to do is paste the hyperlink. So instead of having the file saved on my local computer, the web browser here is going to request it from a remote server. So it's pretty cool. It'll save you space on your web server. So let's go back here and refresh this. There's the picture. I kind of have it scaled a little bit weird. Let me get it back to its original size. Save. Refresh. There. Perfect. Straight off the web. That's not even on my computer. So it's coming from this source over here. Beautiful. It's added to my web page and everything. So we're not looking at a link of a picture. We're looking at this that has a picture on it. Let's put a caption. We'll do a line break, and then we will type, "This is some badass lava." Save. We got a little caption here that says, "This is some badass lava." Great. So now let's get off of this little kick, and let's do our fire1.jpg, and let's do the width and the height. And I believe it was, what was it, 200 by 100 or 100 by 200? Doesn't really matter, we're just kind of playing. Save it. Cool. Let's make this a hyperlink, guys. What I want to do is this, I want to kind of simulate having a picture gallery where, let's say we have a whole bunch of pictures in here, and I want to click on this and have it be full size. The first one I'm going to do is in the regular browser, is in the browser itself, which is called, I believe it's called Self. And then we're going to do it on blank. So let's go ahead and get back into context and go to the beginning of the image. Now I'm going to go down a couple of spaces and come up top here, and watch what I'm going to do. This is going to look pretty familiar. Where have you guys seen this before? There, that's all we got to do. And instead of having, remember how before we had text here? where, you know, the link would be, you know, if we said go to google.com, as a matter of fact, let's open that lesson back up, open up 6. Instead of having text here, like we did before, all we're doing is we're replacing it with an image. So this image will go there, and then the end of the hyperlink will be here. Okay? Let me get rid of this bottom part. This is some badass lava, because it's not lava anymore. So this is a picture with a hyperlink. Save it, and refresh it. Now when I click on this, it opens it up. Very nice. Let me click back, and let's do another practice run. Have it open up in its own window. Target blank. This stuff should look familiar to you because you guys practiced the other video 1,000 times. Refresh. Now it opens up in its own window. That's some pretty badass stuff right there. That is pretty cool. Now there are a couple options we can play around here with the window, with the images. So I'm going to go ahead and go down to the next line break, and let's get Fire 2 back out here. So let's practice with this. img space search equals images slash fire2 dot jpg end quote, and this. Let's get Fire 2 back out here. There she is in all her glory. And I'm gonna just go ahead and change the width and the height because it's a little bit too big for my taste. Let's see if we can make it 50 by 100. Let's see how that looks. Whoa, what is this? Find out what I did wrong. Oh, I have an extra one. Let's get rid of that. 50 by 100 was a little bit small. Let's do 100 by 200, I guess. Save it. Refresh it. Okay, that's a little bit more workable. So now let's mess with a couple options we could put in here. I'm just going to do one for right now. We can actually set a border for the image. Right now, the border is by default set at 0. Okay, so if I save this and I refresh it, there'll be no change to the image, this image here. Let me do a border of 5. Save it. What it does is it puts a little black border around it. That's pretty cool. You know, you can make it a little bit. Ooh, let me close this. You can make it a little bit more subtle by doing a border of 1 and saving it out and refreshing it. You can't really see it, but there's a border around this picture. You know, it's a little sharp little effect that you can add. And maybe later on we'll go over a couple other things that we can do with these images. So in this lesson, you know, we did some pretty good stuff here. We learned how to have an image in our web page. We also learned how to create a hyperlink. So here's another assignment. I want you guys to create a picture gallery, and I haven't even coded this, but when I come back, hopefully I'll have an answer for you. I want you guys to create a picture gallery. Go out on the web, and I want you guys to have 10 pictures. I want you guys to have 5 pictures on your local hard drive in a directory called images, and I want you guys to have 5 pictures that you link directly from the web into your web page. And under each picture, I want you guys to resize it so it's sizable like this, so that they're smaller than they actually are. Underneath each picture, I want to have a caption. So underneath, if Fire 1, we'll do this as an example. This is some cool fire. Under each one, I want you guys to have a caption. I said under each one. So I guess I got to do a lot. Actually, no, I like this. I like this. Beside each one, we'll have a caption. Okay? And then we're going to resize it to be nice and small, so we're going to use the height and width, and I want it to be a hyperlink. I want to click on it, and I want it to open up in its own window. All of them. I want all of them to open up in their own window. Okay? So we're going to get 5 locally, 5 from the web, create a little picture gallery straight up and down, so the next picture, the next image is going to look just like this. It's going to be a separate image, though. Remember, I want them to be 5. So go get coding. Get cracking. We'll get the answer to you guys later.